Hello class, hope you all are well at home. Today we are going to start our chapter number 5 of SST Bountiful Nature. Nature includes air, light, water, plants, soil, minerals and fossil fuels. All these things we find them on our earth, and mankind requires these natural resources for survival. So these natural resources are very important for all living organisms. There was a time when human beings did not know how to use these resources, but later they are able to understand and learn to use these natural resources for their use. Now we will learn about the types of natural resources. These are some resources which can be used again and again. Which are these? Renewable resources. Resources which we use again and again, and their examples are the heat of the sun, wind. These are the example of renewable resources, okay, and we use them again and again. These renewable resources can be harnessed or tapped to provide us with an abundant supply of energy. For example, natural resources are forests, agricultural crops, grasses and animals. Okay, so forests help us, they provide us number of things for our use. There are also regarded as renewable resources as they can reproduce in favorable conditions. When we use them, after we are having plants and we can use them. After use again we are having them. It means they are renewable resources. Water flowing from mountains can be used for generating electricity, and dams are built for that purpose. Okay, so the electricity we are using, it is generated with the help of water, and it means it is also a mean of renewable resource. We are having these pictures also. Solar panels, they are also work with the help of solar energy. Next, there are other natural resources like minerals, metals, fossils. Fossils includes coal and petroleum, which are made in millions of years. Okay, and it takes millions of years to form. So we can call them, or we call them non-renewable resources. These resources are available on earth in limited supply, because when it exhausts, once it exhausts, it takes a long time to form again. So we call them non-renewable resources. If we cannot use them carefully, in future it is not possible for the next generation to use them. So the non-renewable resources are available on the earth in a limited supply. If we are not careful and do not find alternate resources, we may soon run out of these resources, which are vital to our very existence. So it is important for us to use all these renewable resources very in an intelligent way. We should not waste them. One more reason for calling them non-renewable resources, because they cannot be used forever. Okay, because once they are formed and once we use them, we are not able to use them again. There are lot of natural resources in the world that are either not known to us and we do not know how to use them. There are number of resources which even we don't know their name and we even don't know how to use them. Such type of resources are also present on this earth. Natural resources such as vegetables, crops, water and fruits are used directly by us. We directly use them. Natural resources such as fossil fuels have to be refined before they can be used. Okay. The fossil fuels, they first of all they take a lot of time to form. After that they are refined, or we can say that it takes more time or a long time to produce or to form. But other natural resources like vegetables, crops, water, fruits, we directly use them. So these fossil fuels are refined and petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. are obtained from them. When fossil fuels are refined, then we get petrol, diesel and kerosene, etc. And it takes a lot of time to form. Minerals are extracted from their ores before they are used. Okay. So next is the importance of natural resources. What is the importance of why these natural resources are important for us? Natural resources are required in industries. For instance, coal in steel plants, metals like copper and aluminum is used to make wires, utensils, foils, etc. Rubber is used for making pipes, tires. It means the natural resources are used in a number of ways to manufacture things. So we must use them in a proper way. Due to the rise in global population and industrial demand, the use of natural resources has increased many times over. As we all know that like in India, population is increasing day by day, and to fulfill the demands of the people, the more pressure is coming on the use of natural resources, and we are exploiting these natural resources, and as a result we are using them very carelessly also. So it is important for us to use them in a very proper way. In fact, everything that we use in our daily life is a form of natural resource. Everything, whatever we are using daily, we get from nature. Okay. Conservation of resources. Why should we conserve? Why should we save our resources? Why there is a need to conserve them? Natural resources can be conserved, or how we can conserve them? What are the ways? Natural resources can be conserved by using alternative sources of energy, like we can use wind energy and solar power, both of which can be used to generate electricity. Both we can use these to generate electricity. It is important for us to conserve our natural resources for future generation. If we are saving or we are conserving these natural resources today, it means that we are conserving them for our next generation, for the coming generation. But if we use them or exhaust them now only, then it is not possible for the coming generation to use these natural resources. Close monitoring by the government and environmentalists can be of great help. Creating awareness in this through educational programs, TV, and newspapers in both rural and urban areas can help in reducing the strain on the natural resources. So, many steps were taken by the government also and environmentalists also. They they have started many awareness programs on TV also, in newspaper, in a dramatization way. They are trying to teach the people that how we should use these natural resources, or and how we can conserve them for ourselves and for the coming generation. Okay, with this picture, see, wind energy. These are windmills and they are used to generate energy, wind energy. Okay, now there are some points or steps, we can say, that help us to know that how we can conserve our environment. Okay, first of, protection of flora and fauna. Flora means plants and fauna means animal life. First of all, we should conserve them. Second is planting trees, or we can say afforestation also. If we are planting more trees, we are making our environment more better. Okay, so we must tree more plants. Third point is adopting cleaner and alternative fuels. So we should use alternative fuels, alternative of these non-renewable resources, so that we can conserve them for the coming generation. Fourth is using recyclable materials. We should use materials that can be recyclable, so that we can conserve the natural resources. Next is using renewable resource of energy. Instead of exploiting more non-renewable resources, we must try to use renewable resources of energy. Adopting eco-friendly methods to protect the environment. So to protect the environment, we should use the method of eco-friendly ways. Separating biodegradable waste from non-biodegradable waste. We all what we do, we are throwing waste and not awareing with the fact that we should throw biodegradable in or we should separate them. We are just throwing everything, as we all know better than non-biodegradable waste, they are not able to decompose, but still we are not becoming aware, or we carelessly do everything. So we should keep this thing also in mind, that we should separate biodegradable waste from non-biodegradable waste. Next is conserving water. How we can conserve water? Many times we have seen that after using taps, many of us are not closing it. If we close it, it means we are conserving the water, but if we are not taking care of that thing also, it means we are not conserving our water. So what we have to do, whenever we use water from tap, we should close it tightly so that the water cannot be wasted. Next is using public modes of transport that help in saving fuel. What we have to do, we know we all are having personal modes of transport in our home, but Still what we do, we are not using public transport daily, we are using our own and wasting fuel. So we have to check whether if we are able to use public transport, so we have to go to that side. Using CNG to run vehicles. If there is possibility to use CNG in your vehicles, we must use that instead of petrol and diesel, so that we can conserve these resources. Next is preventing soil erosion and preserving its fertility. So we should do our best, or do best methods to save soil also, and prevent it from soil erosion.